I'm Courtney.
I'm Keyshawn.
I'm Rotendo.
I'm Agreed.
I'm Priya. And I'm Simani.
And we are with at&t. So today in our society, everything that we use, our cell phones help us run and control our entire lives. It's the way we communicate with everyone and everywhere. Imagine trying to get to a location when only given an address, apply for a job, or communicate with your loved ones without using your cell phone. What if I was to tell y'all that according to Dallas Morning News, that about 5,000 people were considered homeless in the Dallas County area in 2018. In the past year, that population has risen about 9%. That's 5,000 people that can't communicate with their loved ones effectively when living on the street. And that's 5,000 people that can't go to an interview, put a phone number on their resume to be contacted if the interview could possibly lead to a job offer. And that's 5,000 people that can't find and locate local soup kitchens and homeless shelters that are specifically designed to help them, unless by word of mouth. So as at&t, we have developed a project to, get rid of these barriers. So Your World Delivered, connecting you to your world everywhere you live and work. at&t lives by these 13 words. We feel that it is our responsibility to serve and better our community by connecting you with yours. And this is why we would like to ask you, Dallas Chamber of Commerce, to partner up with us to donate phones and internet service to the homeless people in the Dallas area. And so now, Keyshawn will first discuss a little more about our company. Rotendo will then discuss our background and need for this project. After that, Rukmini will discuss our proposal and our budget, and Priya will discuss our timeline, and Sivani will finish us off with the staffing.
So why at&t? Well, at&t is rich in its history and its growth over the past years, and our mission is to connect people to their world everywhere they live, everywhere where they work and play. And so after our transfer to our Dallas headquarters in 2008 from San Antonio, we've created a prominent footprint in the Dallas community, and our employees have donated over $31 million. And for volunteering service, 1.5 million hours have been put in for the community service as at&t. And so in our Dallas Initiative, our Belief Dallas Initiative program that at&t started at the end of 2018, they donated over $565 million, which helped Dallas agencies promote and fund themselves so that they can help and go out the homeless community in Dallas itself here. And I'll pass it on to Rotendo now.
So the background. According to the National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty, there are 4 main reasons why people become homeless. The main reason is due to lack of affordable housing. In America, the home prices and the rental prices have continued to be on the rise, and we anticipate that they will continue to rise. Other reasons why people become homeless is due to unemployment, it's due to poverty, and it's due to low wages. Now, according to endhomelessness.org, limitations in education, limitations in the job market, or even having a criminal record can lead you into poverty. And even if you do have a job, issues like unreliable transportation, having health issues, or having a disability can make it hard for you to maintain your employment. For minimum wage earners, they are often faced with difficult decisions and they have very limited resources. So a simple accident or an illness can lead them to be one paycheck away from having to be homeless and live on the streets. So who are the people that are affected most by homelessness? Well, according to Chicago Hope for Kids, children are the most vulnerable. Homeless children are more likely to perform poorly when it comes to academics. They're also more likely to drop out of high school. And they're more likely to have behavioral and emotional issues as they grow up later on in life. So, and according to the American Security Project, cities also face a detrimental effect when it comes to homelessness. Homeless individuals are more likely to catch contagious diseases, and cities are often faced with cleanup costs. So the resources that are used to manage homelessness could be better used if the homeless individuals were employed. So what is the need that we have regarding homelessness? There is a need for the homeless individuals to have reliable transportation. There's a need for them to have reliable contact information. There's also a need for them to access the resources that are available to them. There are a lot of resources that are available to homeless individuals, but it's an issue of how do they access it. Now, cell phones were originally viewed as a luxury, but now they've become a necessity. When homeless individuals get access to a cell phone, they'll be able to get information on the nearest homeless shelter or food banks. They'll be able to get information on job opportunities or even gain online education. And most importantly, they'll be able to get contact information so that they can keep up with their families and friends just in case they're in need. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Rukmini to talk about our proposal.
So, our proposal. As at&t, we would like to provide phones and cell phone service to homeless people in Dallas. Now, we are asking the Dallas Chamber of Commerce for funding for our phones, and we will be providing the service. And so these phones, as Rutenda said earlier, will help them access the internet. They will help them communicate with potential employers and help them expand their knowledge. And so we will be working with 2 homeless shelters, the Dallas Life Foundation, as well as the Bridge Homeless Recovery Center. And according to the Dallas Life Foundation website, they have up to 500 beds that they can house. And according to the Bridge Homeless Recovery Center, they have 100 transitional beds and 225 emergency beds. So between those, we will be providing them phones. And so the effects of this, what we would like to see, the outcomes of our project would be that a decrease in the amount of homeless people in Dallas and a boost in economic productivity in Dallas, as well as a decrease in the unemployment rate. So now, Priya will talk about the timeline.
So, according to Forbes.com, the best way to plan out a project is to divide it up into events, equally spaced out events, so you have adequate time to prepare for each event. So we used this idea when we were creating our timeline for this project. So today we are proposing our project to the Dallas Chamber of Commerce. And then in January 2020, we project that we want to meet with the Dallas Chamber of Commerce to discuss logistics and to receive funding for the phones for the 2 homeless shelters that we've discussed. Then in March and April, we want to go out and purchase the phones and pre-download the app Our Calling onto these phones. According to ourcalling.com, the app is designed to help individuals in general find soup kitchens and homeless shelters in their area for whenever they're in need of these services. Then through mid-May and June, we plan on activating all of the phones and distributing them out to the individuals at both of the homeless shelters. And then in July, we want to host a basic career workshop, and in this workshop, it's geared toward the individual with helping them with anything they need. So that might be resume building, where to apply to jobs, how to dress for jobs, and we would be helping them with all of this stuff, and we want to give them more information about the app so that they can utilize the app to its maximum potential. And then in September, we want to have a progress check with everyone that we gave the phones to. So in this progress check, we require that they show some type of progress, whether that means they are interviewing, they've gotten a job. They have to show us in some way that they are better now after they've received the phone and the service than they were before. And if they aren't able to provide this for us, then we are going to end the service plan that was on the phone. They do get to keep the phone, but the service plan will be ended. And then at the end of November, whenever the project ends, the service plan on all the phones is going to be canceled because it's just a 6-month period that you do get the service plan and the phone for. And they get to keep the phone, but if they want to add a service plan, that's up to them, and at&t would not be providing this service to them. And after the project has been completed, we want to analyze the results to see if it was successful or not, and then depending on that, go back and speak to the Dallas Chamber of Commerce to conducting a similar project with other homeless shelters to get more people back on their feet and start working. So now I'll pass it on to Shivani for the staffing.
To talk about our staffing, we're going to have 6 at&t staff members as volunteers. We're going to have 5 staff members from the Dallas Life Foundation shelter and the Bridge to North Texas shelter. This staff will be able to make sure everything is running smoothly, all the materials are being necessarily used, and that everyone is being efficient and safe. Our volunteer members will also have to go through a background check process for safety precautions, and at&t will also be providing and generating any flyers to raise community awareness and create that strong company culture. Now I'm going to be giving it back to Rukmini to talk about our budget.
So for our budget, we are planning to give 300 people phones between both shelters. So the estimated phone cost that we decided would be $90 based off of Amazon, and it would be a blue smartphone. It's a basic smartphone. I've had one of these and they work pretty well. So $90 for 300 people would be $27,000, and we would be asking for those funds from you, the Dallas Chamber of Commerce. And so we will be providing the service, and that would cost $30. And $30 for 300 people over 6 months would be $54,000. And the other costs that we may have are the career workshop costs, or the background check costs, or like any other miscellaneous costs that we need, and that would be accounted for in $450. So the grand total would be $81,450. And now back to Savani for our conclusion.
To recap really fast, we are providing phones and a service to these homeless people living in Dallas. And with the help of Dallas Chamber of Commerce, we are going to be helping over hundreds of people and taking them off their feet and hopefully providing them with another chance at their future. And we're also going to be providing phones, raising awareness within the community, and making a change. And finally today, I want to finish off by quoting Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for someone or wait for a specific time. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are seeking the change that we want. Thank you, and now we'll be able to take any questions.